drum majors. Is the band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Cherry Hill High School East Marching Cougar Band and Color Guard.
Welcome to a beautiful Thanksgiving morning for this great matchup between the East Cougars and the West Lions. Brian, let's start with you. What do the Lions need to do to win this game?
Well, they're going to have to control the offense and defensive line. Going into the season, reporters said that West had a lack of depth and experience on their offensive line, which they would not need for today's game due to Clarone Johnson's shoulder injury, which will probably keep him out of today's game. Clarone Johnson, a 1,000-yard running back, who's the first running back to reach 1,000 yards in quite a long time.
Now, Sean, the Cougars are on a 3-game winning streak. What should they do to continue that winning streak?
Well, if you know anything about East football right now, they are hot. They've won 3 games in a row, and everything is working for them. Starting off with defense. Mike Neal in the last game had 3 interceptions and a touchdown. The defense is playing phenomenal. The run game on the opponent's side has done nothing. On the offensive side, they have 2 great playmakers, starting with Kevin Junta and Mike Drake. If Kevin Junta doesn't do it, Mike Drake will pull the load. They got a great team, and I think they're off to win this one.
Now, Yoni, as you can see, it's very windy. How will the weather play a factor in this game?
The wind is going to be a huge factor in this game. We talked to several players on both sides of the field. They are all concerned about the wind factor. Both kickers have seen help from the wind through kicking over 35-yard field goals, although they have had experiencing some difficulties with kickoffs.
Well, that will do it for the pregame show. We'll be right back with the kickoff. Towards midfield. We are about to flip the coin.
Boys, are we ready?
The captains for the East squad are Jim Daisy, Bill Melby, Joe Bates, and Ryan McNally.
Captains for Cherry Hill West, number 8, Ty Walker, number 20, Clarone Johnson, number 42, Anthony Diamato, and number 76, Nick Schaefer.
The Lions won the toss and deferred to the Cougars, who elected to receive.
Here come the Cherry Hill East Cougars.
And here come the Cougars.
And here come your Cherry Hill West Lions.
And now the Lions are running onto the field.
Please stand for the national anthem.
Today's national anthem will be performed by both East and West marching bands. A wonderful national anthem performed by the marching bands.
Well, Justin, if you see that American flag, it really looks like it's whipping. The wind is going to play a huge factor in today's game. What do you think about it, Justin?
The wind is blowing directly from right to left, so depending on what side you're on, you can kick a 70-yard field goal, or you might have trouble kicking an extra point.
Kicking for West, number 11, Josh Henshaw, who's a junior kicker and the backup quarterback.
Kicking off for the Lions will be number 11, Josh Henshaw. Back deep for the Cougars, number 8, Kevin Land. Number 1, Paul Allen.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go with the kickoff. Henshaw kicks it. It will be fielded by Drake at the 25, and he is quickly brought down by a host of Lions.
Yard line, 1st and 10, Cougars.
Guys, just look at this crowd. This is exciting. This is the place to be for football.
Yeah, it definitely is, Brian. If anything, this is the biggest game of the year for the Cherry Lee's Cougars. It's a great rivalry right here.
And the Cougars will start 1st and 10 at the 26. Alkiel goes in motion. Junta up the middle to Drake. He's pushing the pile forward. Picks up about 3.
Drake's on the carry for the Cougars for a gain of 4. 2nd and 8 for the Cougars.
They'll bring up 2nd and about 8 for the Cougars.
That was a nice stop by the West defense, but they have to keep it up for the entire game.
Lamb goes in motion. Junta hands off to Drake. Once again, straight up the middle. This time he picks up about 3. 3rd and 3 for the Cougars.
This year, Mike Drake is definitely one of East's bigger playmakers. He has 750 yards on 112 carries and 8 touchdowns, averaging 6.7 yards a carry.
He needs only 250 yards this game to break the 1,000-yard mark. 3rd and 3. Again, Drake. And he has a first down for the Cougars.
Drake also was the second team all-conference, along with Mark Wickware, Kevin Junta, and kicker Pat Daniels.
Tackled by a local line.
As you can see on that last carry, Drake just loves to run over the opponent. And you can't make arm tackles with this kid. You got to take him down with the legs.
East is just a bigger and stronger team. They're going to look to wear down the Lions as the game wears on. Again, Mike Drake up the middle for 5 yards.
Brings up a 2nd and 5 for Cherry Lee's.
This is strange play by the East Cougars. They have 4 plays running down the middle every time. Last game against Egg Harbor Township, they had a lot of throwing plays, which became effective.
Second down and 5 for the Cougars. Junta once again up the middle to Drake. He is close to a first down.
Drake once again with the carry.
I'm really loving the play call right now, Justin. East is establishing a run game early, and it'll open up the field with the play action.
Coach John Iannucci is sending a message early that they want to run the ball right down the Lions' throat.
Officials timeout.
Not only can they run the ball with Mike Drake, but also with Kevin Junta. Last game against Egg Harbor Township, Kevin Junta rushed for 180 yards with a touchdown and also threw a touchdown to Kevin Lamb.
Smart play calling by East. Cherry Hill West defensive line is best on the outside, and by running down the middle, they are able to pick up yards.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars into Lion territory at the 48-yard line. Junta hands off to Drake. He's got a nice hole, and he picks up another Cougar first down. Fumbled on the play, but they ruled him down, so Cougars will retain possession.
Yeah, I said Mike Drake needs 250 yards to reach 1,000. And the way the East is playing today, he may do it.
Every play thus far for the Cherry Hill East Cougars has gone to Mike Drake, and it has worked successfully.
Already 39 yards for Mike Drake on this drive. Bates goes in motion to the right side. Junta on the option. He's going to keep it. Cut it upfield. Brought down by the Lions, number 35.
You can see how much the wind affects the play calling. East is yet to call a pass play or a play which involves a pitch.
Second and 5 for the Cougars. Good opening drive here. 4 minutes into the game. Junta drops back for his first pass of the game, and it is incomplete. Intended for Joe Bates. Dan McLaughlin on the coverage for the Lions. 3rd and 5.
Number 2, Dan McLaughlin breaks up the play. Bring down.
Similar play to last week's game, or 2 weeks' game against Egg Harbor Township. Kevin Junta went back in the play action and he completed a 30-yard pass to Joe Bates.
3rd and 6 for the Cougars. The ball on the 34-yard line. Junta hands off to Drake. And Mike Drake has a first down for the Cougars. Big 3rd down conversion there.
Off the middle. Gain of 10 for first down.
Jeremy Morris on the stop was a transfer from Philadelphia's Bach, who's a junior, 5'11", 200 pounds.
1st and 10 as the Cougars continue to march down the field. Ball on the 23-yard line. Junta hands off to Drake. This time there's not much there. Defensive line got good penetration and stopped Drake for little or no gain.
Brings up the 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 for the Cougars. Junta hands off to Drake, and he is going to be close to a first down.
Handoff. Once again, Drake up the middle. First down.
Cherry Hill West has some nice sized linebackers.
13-yard line.
Matt Ozario, who's number 9, a junior, is 5'10", 175, and junior number 55, Anthony Kordlovsky, is 5'11", 175, and is only 2 of the 4 remaining starters from last year's team.
First and 10 for the Cougars. Again, oh no, this time Junta keeps it. And he picks up a good gain. Brought down by number 3, Jeremy Morris.
Last game, East plays, we saw a lot of those plays by Kevin Junta. He'd fake the run to halfback, to fullback, Mike Drake, and he'd run it himself.
Junta had 180 yards and a touchdown in last week's win against Egg Harbor Township. 2nd and 3 for the Cougars. Junta handoff to Drake. Pushes a pile forward. He is in. Touchdown, Cougars. Mike Drake, what a drive the Cougars had there.
You know, he may not appear to be the biggest back, coming in at 5'9", 170 pounds, but this kid is really powerful. If you don't make a proper tackle, he will run you over.
Second team all-conference kicker Pat Daniels on to attempt the extra point. It is very windy. Let's see how it affects the extra point. Kick is away, and the kick is good.
Daniels has made every kick this year for as an extra point besides the two which were blocked by Cedric Jeffries last week against Egg Harbor Township.
That's right, Brian. Pat Daniels is just an excellent kicker this year, and his best is 35-yarder.
He definitely has a nice future in the college football.
Just a reminder, help support the junior class. Please visit the concession stand for some delicious food and drink.
Pat Daniels is going to kick off, has the win with him. Saw him in warm-ups. He was hitting 37-yard field goals against the win.
Sean, were you at all surprised by the play calling of John Iannucci on that opening drive?
Not at all, Justin. East Cougars have done it all year, giving the ball to Mike Drake or Kevin Junta. They love to run the ball, and if the defense does not stop them, they will do it all game.
Daniels with a short kick, fielded at the 10 by Dan Loveland, and he is hammered by number 20, Joe Oliver. Special team star Joey Oliver on the tackle.
You can see how much the wind affected that kick. The kick went around 50 yards, which is remarkable for a high school football game, especially by a sophomore.
For the Lions on the 20-yard line. And quarterback number 11.
So Alex Henshaw will lead the Lions out 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and there is nothing there. Cleron Johnson is the running back for the Lions. He will get the majority of the carries in this game.
Josh Henshaw is starting in place of Ty Walker, who has a shoulder injury. I was talking to some of the coaches before the game, asked them if he was playing, and they said he will play. He is healthy. It's a surprise that he's not in right now.
2nd and 8. Again, Johnson brought down by Dan Berger and Asher Ashfield. It'll bring up 3rd and long for the Lions.
Past 3 games for the Cherry Lee's Cougars, their defense has been playing excellent. The run defense is phenomenal, and the opponents practically get nothing. Last week against Egg Harbor Township, the halfback was only averaging less than 2 yards a carry.
A critical 3rd and 6 here on the opening drive for the Lions. Handoff up the middle. Nothing doing. Number 10, Wickware. And 48, Joe Bates on the stop. That'll bring up 4th down and 4 and a punt.
You'll see Cleron Johnson getting a lot of carries today. He was a 1,000-yard running back this season, which is the first time in a long time for the West Lions. They are also out Carlisle Phillips, who is all-conference first team last year.
Chupu Lamalu to punt. Into the wind, this ball just goes nowhere. It does take a Lion bounce up to the 47-yard line. Just a 20-yard punt for Tupu Lamalu and no return.
I had a bounce the ball At the Cherry Hill
Starting this drive, East has excellent field position. You can expect them to run the ball again. Ryan, what does this West defense have to do to stop Mike Drake and Kevin Junta?
Well, they had to have good defensive line work, stopping them from ever breaking day into the secondary.
Once again, same story, up the middle to Drake. Picks up 4 or 5 on first down.
West also has to tackle better. You saw East earlier this year when they weren't able to tackle that well, and they lost a few games. Now the past 3 games they've been tackling excellently, and they've had a 3-game winning streak.
Just 3.5 minutes to go in a rapidly moving first quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
The toss goes to Alkiol. He's going to throw. He throws for Junta, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by number 22, Dan Loveland.
Correction, that interception was by number 42, Anthony Diamato.
Miraculously, that ball was actually caught by Junta. I thought it was intercepted. Sean, I got to question the play calling. They've been so successful running with Drake. Why do you need a trick play there?
Yeah, Justin, I agree. I'm not so sure about that call. I would just be safe, run the ball, and not risk any interceptions, especially with Mo Alkeel, who doesn't play quarterback.
Especially with the wind against them. You don't want a running back to throw a pass.
And to add insult to injury for the Lions, a 15-yard personal foul penalty. I'm still in shock that Junta came down with that ball. I thought it was intercepted.
Well, Justin, this kid's a great athlete. Not only can he run the ball, he can catch the ball and throw it.
This time, Junta keeps. And he breaks a couple tackles down near the 10.
Kevin Junta is just one of a kind. He started as a sophomore and will start next year as a junior. And this year, he's second team all-conference. Maybe next year, he'll get first team.
Yeah, Brian, Kevin's having an exceptional year. He started off with an injury, so he didn't get to play as many games. But this year, he has 492 yards on 106 attempts with a touchdown, averaging around 4.6 averages a carry.
2nd and 5 for the Cougars, ball on the 10-yard line. Alkiel comes in motion. It appeared that that play didn't get off right. No gain on the play. 3rd and 5 for the Cougars.
Mike Drake was just stuffed there by the Lions. He had absolutely nowhere to go.
It appears the Lions have made some adjustments to their defensive line. The Cougars are going to need to open up the playbook a little bit if they want to continue to put points on the board. 3rd and 5. Toss to Alkiol. Trying to get the corner. Could not quite get the block he needed. Brought down by number 81, Victor Ortiz.
By number 37, Matt Moran, for a short loss on the play, brings up a 4th down.
You've seen a lot of that by the Cherry Lee's Cougars. They love to pitch the ball out to Mo Alkiol. He's a great back, and he has great speed.
Back in field goal formation.
Obviously, West game plan for that play because it went nowhere.
And now Pat Daniels on to attempt what looks to be about a 25-yard field goal. Kick is up, and Daniels' kick is good. No, it is no good. Wide right. So East comes up empty there. With 58 seconds to go, first quarter, it's the Cougars 7 and the Lions nothing.
That was a surprising missed field goal by Daniels. I saw him kicking 37-yard field goals in practice with the wind going against him. On that field goal, he had the wind going with him.
Lions ball, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 Lions on the 20-yard line. Handoff straight up the middle to Johnson, and he's brought down by almost the entire Cougar team.
About 2 brings up 2nd and 8 for the Lions.
Josh Henshaw, who's playing in place of Ty Walker today, will be the main starter next season for the Lions.
Second and 8 for the Lions. Johnson, the lone back, 3 wide receivers. And the handoff goes to Johnson. He runs into his own lineman and is brought down for no gain.
Theron Johnson missed last week's game with a shoulder injury. Maybe it hasn't completely healed yet, which will make it harder for him to break tackles.
And ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of the first quarter. With your score, the Cougars 7, the Lions nothing. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter.
Ice hockey action. Lions of Cherwell West defeated Cherwell East 4-2. West PTA is hosting a holiday shopping bazaar on Wednesday, November 30th from 7 to 9 p.m. in the West Cafeteria. Visit a variety of crafters and vendors and the bake sale table. West items will be available for sale by the booster clubs. It's one-stop shopping. Proceeds benefit project graduation.
And we're back with the second quarter. We'd like to welcome Yodi Yaris to the booth.
Starting the second quarter, it's 35.
Nice to be here. 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Henshaw back to pass, pump fakes, throws incomplete. Intended for Johnson. Berger on the coverage. It'll bring up 4th down and another punt for the Lions.
The Lions do have an excellent benefit of now having the wind on their side for this punt.
Lamalu had just a 20-yard punt into the wind. This one will be going with the wind. We'll see how far he can kick it. Kevin Lamb back deep for the Cougars. And they're coming for the block. Gets off a high spiral. Lamb fumbles it. And let's see who has it. Cougars do recover. Lamb falls on it at the 30-yard line. Scary play there. You got to catch the punts.
Yeah, Justin, it seems as if Kevin Lamb was surprised by how far the ball was kicked. He was misplaced on the field.
With this win today, any kick is possible. And the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Junta hands off to Drake. There is a flag on the play. It looks like it could be a procedure penalty or holding on the Cougars.
Motion against the Cougars will take the ball back 5 yards, bring up a 1st and 15.
False start penalty will bring up 1st and 15. I don't know if Henshaw got hurt on the last drive, but the backup quarterback, number 5, Dom Caruso, is warming up on the Lions bench. So after the penalty, it'll bring on 1st and 15 for the Cougars. Junta on the option. Once again, he keeps, and there are a bunch of Lions to bring him down after a short gain.
That gain of 3 brings up a 2nd and 12 for Cherry Hill. Once again tackled by a host of Lions.
Cougars, their first time being in a 2nd and long situation. Let's see how they respond.
Would not be a surprise here to see another run play by the Cougars, Justin, because they are throwing into the wind.
Junta hands off up the middle to Drake. Picks up about 5. Gonna bring up 3rd and 7 for the Cougars. Critical stop here for the Lions if they want to stay in this game.
Bill Melleby just came onto the field for the Cherry Lee's Cougars. He's one of their big-time receivers. This year, he has 6 catches for 105 yards, leading the team in catches and yards.
Third and 7, Junta back to pass, rolling to the right. He throws behind Kevin Lamb, incomplete, 4th down.
West has finally found a way to stop the East offense, which seems to be rolling completely through the first quarter.
Back deep to receive the punt, number 41, Nate Owen.
Nate Owens is back deep for the Lions, and punting for the Cougars, number 12, Kevin Junta. I'm sure he'll try to keep this one low as it's going into the wind. He kicks it high, and it just dies. It takes a Cougar bounce, finally downed at the 37-yard line. With 9:45 to go in the second quarter.
7-yard line. The Lions will take over 1st and 10.
And as expected, number 8, Ty Walker, into coming at quarterback for Josh Henshaw. Ty Walker is recovering from a slightly separated shoulder he received earlier in the season. Handoff goes to Johnson, brought down for a loss by Drake and Shea Goto.
Great play there for the East defense. They're led by linebackers Jim Daisy, Dan Berger, and Mike Drake. These kids have been playing really well the last 3 games, and you can expect them to play just as well today.
It appears that the West offensive line just cannot handle the pressure being brought by the Cougars. 2nd and 12, this time out of the shotgun. Back to pass. He throws, and it is caught at the sideline by number 10, Jeff Winterberg.
Walker seems to have recovered from the separated shoulder. Looks like he had quite an arm on that last play.
Mike Neal on the coverage. I'm surprised to see West throw that way since last game he had 3 interceptions and a touchdown.
Could have had one there, but he tripped. Johnson gets it outside, and he is out of bounds at the Cougar 36-yard line. That should be good enough for another Lion first down. Yodi, it appears that the West offense has something going here.
I would agree. He's really good at his scoring drive with this play. Switching on to their side. They're going to play the most of the way back on the Cougar side.
It appeared as if the East linebacking core over-pursued on that last play, leaving the outside wide open.
Timeout Lions will take one with them. With 8:44 to go, second quarter, it's the Cougars 7 and the Lions nothing.
Let's hear it for those West Lion cheerleaders doing a great job down there in the field.
we're back. 1st and 10 Lions. Ball on the Cougar 35-yard line. Walker back to throw. He throws it into the ground. Intended for Nate Owens. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Brings down a 2nd down for the Lions.
Two wide receivers for the Lions. The lone back is Cloron Johnson. 2nd and 10. He gets the carry up the middle. He's got it home. Finally brought down by Joe Bates. Close to another Lions 1st down.
Nice job there by the West line. Big holes there for the running back. East has just got to do a better job.
The Lions get another 1st down as they march down the field. 1st and 10 at the 25. Backs are in the eye.
Ty Walker still seems to test his shoulder. He's only thrown about 2 passes so far on these last 3 downs.
Handoff goes to the fullback, Lenny Rafati. Gain of 3, brought down by Dan Kim and Mike Marini. Handoff goes to Johnson. He is stood up, fights away, and he is in for a Lion touchdown. It appeared that he was stopped, but then he broke free and bounced it outside, and touchdown Lions.
After this split drive, I do believe the momentum for this game has switched to the Lions' side. The Cougars have a hard time to come back from this one.
As I mentioned in the pregame show, missed tackles will kill this Cougars defense. Against Egg Harbor Township on their first drive, missed tackles caused the Eagles to score a touchdown.
Extra point is no good. 7:33 to go, 2nd quarter. It's the Cougars 7 and the Lions 6.
As we mentioned in the pregame show, it does seem to become a factor, just like in that last play. It was driven wide through the wind.
Ready to kick off for the Lions, number 11, Josh Henshaw.
Number 11, backup quarterback Josh Henshaw.
Kevin Lamb, back deep.
Ready to kick off for the Lions, and Kevin Lamb deep for the Cougars. Due to the wind, the ball falls off the tee. They're going to have to bring one of the up men in to hold it. Kick is away. It is a high kick, and it's going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
That's a 60-yard kickoff for Josh Henshaw.
Sean, the Cougars need to respond after the Lions marched right down the field.
Yeah, I agree, Justin. This drive, they're starting on their 20 there, compared to the last drive where they started on the 50. They're going to need to get the run game going early and use Kevin Jonte and Mike Drake.
Jonta hands off to Drake. He fumbles, and I think the Lions have it, and they do. Matt Moran on the recovery as it just fell out of Drake's hands and right into the hands of Matt Moran.
The Lions must score on this play to capitalize on that excellent defensive drive.
Well, Justin, you can only expect the fullback, Mike Drake, to make a mistake eventually. He's gotten so many carries today, and he's bound to make a mistake eventually.
Just a huge fumble for the Cougars, and now the defense needs to step up and hold West to 0 points. Backs in the eye, hand off to the fullback, Rafati. Brought down after a gain of about 4 yards, 2nd and 6 for the Lions. Cloron Johnson off to a great start for the Lions. 7 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Walker out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Back to throw. He's got some time. He's going to take off. He has a first down. He's finally pushed out of bounds by Joe Bates. 1st and 10 Lions inside the Cougar 15.
Obviously not the greatest coverage there by the East Cougars. They got to watch out for Ty Walker. This kid can run if you give him the opportunity.
First down for the Lions. On the Cougars left.
Defensive ends have to do a better job of keeping Walker inside the pocket. They can't let him get out of the pocket or he's dangerous. 1st and 10, just outside the 10. Walker handoff to Johnson. Tripped up by number 48, Joe Bates.
Johnson tripped up. Gain of 3. Jack Rick gain of 2. Brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Lions.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 with 6 minutes to go before halftime. Walker in the shotgun this time. He's back to pass.
He's looking.
He's being pressured. He makes a couple moves, throws for the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Johnson.
On that play, Walker again proved his mobility and quarterback.
Both Wickware and Berger had a shot at him and could not bring him down. The incompletion will set up 3rd down and 8 for the Lions. You would say they're in field goal range from the 8-yard line, but you never know with this wind.
Josh Henshaw did appear to be practicing field goals from the west sideline about 5 minutes ago prior to that play.
Walker, shovel pass to Johnson. He pushes it outside and he is in. Touchdown Lions. A very good play call there for West. A shovel pass to Johnson and a touchdown for the Lions.
I'm really liking the play call there by West, Justin. East thought they were going to throw the ball again, but they surprised him with a pitch to the halfback.
That play reminded me of Donovan McNabb to Deuce Staley. Eagles love to run that shovel pass. Extra point is good. No good. No good.
Henshaw again appears to have difficulty with the kicking of the football already.
Special teams unit for West obviously has to do a better job. You cannot miss extra points.
Should be a 7-point game right now. Instead, it's 5, which means a Cougar touchdown. will give them the lead. 5:50 to go here before halftime. All the momentum on the side of the Lions after 2 quick touchdowns by Florron Johnson. Once again, they need somebody to hold the ball so it doesn't fall off the tee. Henshaw with a line drive kick, fielded by Mo Alkiol at the 10. Alkiol gets to the corner to the 40, cuts back at the 45 and brought down at midfield. Big return for Alkiol to get the momentum back on the Cougar side.
West needs to stop now. They want to preserve the lead going into halftime.
Mo Alkiol with the return.
Great return there for Alkiol. He's a very fast back, and as you can see by the moves on the field, he loves to elude the West defenders.
Cougars are in business in West Territory at the 49-yard line. Option Junta keeps it, and he has a first down. Cuts it upfield nicely. Brought down inside the 40. First down, Cougars.
Good play there by Junta. He decided not to pitch the ball and took it himself for a great gain.
First and 10, Cougars, ball on the 38-yard line. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Junta, pitch to Alki. No, this is Kevin Lamb. And Lamb is brought down nicely by number 42, Anthony Diamato.
Justin, it appeared as if East ran the same play, but to the other side. Am I correct?
Yes, that was an option. Maybe Coach John Iannucci will try a play-action pass here to prevent the West Lions from creeping up like that. Junta up the middle to Drake. Too much pressure there from the Lions defensive line. Big old number 76, Nick Shazer.
Lions appear to have found the number of the East offense and continuing to stop them on this last drive.
And the crowd really getting into it now. 3rd and 8 for the Lions. Excuse me, for the Cougars. Ball to 36. Junta handoff to Drake. He has a first down, but this play's coming back. There was movement prior to the snap. That's a critical penalty. Illegal shift on the Cougars. 5-yard penalty will result in 3rd and 12 for the Cougars.
It must have been miscommunication there by the Cougars because 2 men were in motion.
That play resulted in a first down, but a penalty away from the play brought it back. 3rd and 13 for the Cougars. Ball just outside the 40. Junta pitches to Alkiol. He looks to throw again. He's going deep for Melleby in the double coverage, and it is picked off by the Lions. What are the Cougars doing with this passing game for Mo Alkiol? First down, Lions. He just threw a duck into double coverage, and it was easily intercepted.
You really got to question the play calling here by John Iannucci. The East Cougars are going against the wind, and not only are they not using a quarterback to throw the ball, They're using Mo Alkeel, who hasn't thrown the ball once this year.
I understand Iannucci's a veteran of this game, but I'm sorry, that play calling is just not acceptable in a game like this. Lions have it at the 35. The pitch to Johnson. Tries to cut it upfield, brought down by Berger, and Mike Neal pushing the pile.
Runs into a host of Cougars after a gain of 4, brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Lions.
2nd and 6 for the Lions. With windy conditions like this, you cannot have a running back throwing in any situation.
That's right, Justin. Kevin Junta has a great arm. Why don't they let him throw the ball?
Second and 6. Walker throws. It is dropped. Johnson was looking forward before he caught the football. Incomplete.
Third down at 6 for the Lions.
Play calling early is so unlike John Iannucci's conservative football playing game. He loves to run the ball. You usually don't see him pass the ball this early.
Third and 6 for the Lions with 2:20 to go. Second quarter, backs are in the eye, 2 wide receivers. Handoff goes to Johnson up the middle, and he has a first down into Cougar territory at the 47, just straight up the middle with Quran Johnson.
Johnson carries the ball into Cougar territory to the 48 for a first down.
Right up the gut there for the West Lions. East linebackers have to do a better job.
And also the defensive line getting manhandled here.
Once again,
Again to Johnson. He's into the secondary. He's got one man to beat. Mike Neal. And Neal pushes him out of bounds. Inside the 10, first and goal Lions.
Lions have clearly found their footing in this game.
Justin, what has happened to this Cougars defense? They were playing so well in the first drive, it looks like a complete meltdown.
They've been playing well for 3 games now, but they're not tackling, and they're just not getting in position to make tackles. This whole drive was started by that halfback pass that was intercepted. First and goal for the Lions. Ball on the 5. Handoff to Johnson up the middle. He is in for a Lions touchdown. Quran Johnson is third of the game.
Now 3 unanswered touchdowns for the Lions.
The defense has been put in a tough position after these interceptions and turnovers. The West Lions have had great field position.
push the score to 18-7 for your Lions.
And West is not trying an extra point. They've had too much trouble with it. They are going for 2 in an 18-7 game. The pitch to Johnson. He is not in. Brought down by Drake and Ashfield. So with 1:45 to go, it's the Lions 18 and the Cougars 7.
Well, Justin, you can attribute that drive by the West Lions to that key penalty made by the East Cougars.
Penalties and turnovers are going to cost you no matter what team you're playing. Henshaw to kick off, and this one is booted well into the end zone. It lands out of the end zone. A monster kick by Henshaw through the end zone, and the Cougars will take over at their own 20-yard line.
71-yard kick by the West kicker. That is just outstanding.
You can kick a 71-yard kickoff, but 10-yard extra points seem to be giving him some trouble. What he sees, he's going to take a timeout.
That's their first taken.
Well, Justin, the first two drives, East was clearly dominating on both sides. The run game was working, the defense was playing great, but it appears now as if West has all the momentum.
I don't know what happened, Sean, but it's just not working. Whatever the Cougars seem to be doing is not working. They're not tackling, and they're not executing on offense.
Give credit to the West Lions, though. Right now, they're playing outstanding football. This East team is going to be given a great test.
Game. They're walking back to the huddle. Iannucci really needs to lay into him in halftime. Handoff up the middle to Drake. They appear to just be playing for halftime. And the Lions are going to take a timeout. They want the ball back. They want more points.
John Iannucci is obviously upset with his line. You can see it on the sidelines. Defensively, they've been playing not well enough, and on offense, they're not giving Mike Drake the holes to run the ball.
Third and 6. 58 seconds to go. Junta on the keep. Leaps over some people. Breaking some tackles, and he has a first down for the Cougars out to the 37. Let's see how aggressive they get here.
Junta keeps for a gain of 12, brings up a first down.
Athletic play there by Kevin Junta. He kept it himself, and as you can see, he was leaping over West defenders for a good gain.
Clock running, just 40 seconds to go, and the Cougars appear to be in no hurry. Junta on the keep, and he is brought down by Jeremy Morris, among others. 2nd and 10. Cougars are just not doing anything right now. Clock ticking with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's right, Justin. At halftime, East is going to have to make a lot of adjustments. Right now, they're just being outplayed by this West squad.
And not to mention outcoached. And at halftime, your score, the Lions 18, the Cougars 7. Stay right here for a wrap-up and all the halftime festivities.
Also known as an infant years, we all start out alike, innocent as a child, loved by all, ready to love and to be loved. We await life eagerly as a white canvas, ready to be painted. Unconditional love, pure and innocent, like a white rose. Beauty of a child's laughter, pureness of a child's smile, pureness of a child. Let's turn on to the next phase. Phase 2, the color pink. Developing feelings and emotions, we are now participating in this thing we call life. We contribute to expressing our emotions. 365 days a year, 7 days a week. Do you remember our first hug, our first dance, our first kiss, our first date? Puppy love! Yes. Phase 3, color purple. like all relationships, require 100% attention and dedication. In the end, it all boils down to respect. I like soda! Phase 4. The color red. To understand. The meaning of life. To love. To be loved. To understand. To appreciate.
Good afternoon and a very happy holiday to everyone. On behalf of the students, faculty, and administrators of the District High Schools, Cherry Hill West and Cherry Hill East, I welcome you to today's homecoming festivities on this brisk Thanksgiving morning. A very special welcome to our alumni, particularly to the class of 2005, who returned to the Jonas C. Warren Stadium for the first time. Cherry Hill graduates. This year, with the installation of the new track and the subsequent need to avoid vehicles on its surface, the West and East students faced a challenge to introduce a new homecoming tradition. Today, they will present to the community 8 class banners. All were featured in yesterday's pep rally, and at the end of today's game, they will return to their respective schools for display. Hopefully, they will eventually make their way into the past archives to stir memories at future reunions. East has chosen to depict their class spirit in their banners. West has opted to trumpet their pride in their school and individual classes. The students and their advisors spent hours preparing for today's festivities and hope that today's audience will appreciate our newest efforts. In the spirit of friendship and cooperation, West and East class governments will walk from goalpost to goalpost together. The class of 2009 banners are carried by Todd Hummel and Logan Morrow for East and Megan Woods, Ashley Schwartz, Amanda Gebert, and Alonzo O'Leary from West. The banner created by the East freshman class depicts global tourist attractions. In keeping with their theme of the Discovery Channel, the banner invites spectators to click on the world. From West, the freshmen are excited to show their West pride and participate in their first homecoming. Their design says it all. Go West football, and they are here to cheer on their team. The East class of 2008 worked extremely hard during the spirit of the yummy challenge. The West sophomores had the heart of a lion. They bore with spirit, passion, and victory. Encourage everyone to have a great game and remind their competitors to watch out for the class of 2008 during the spirit of 2008. Banner carriers today for both schools include Cougars Shivi Kumarasamy and Alexis Winesman, and Lions Ariel Gilbert, Melanie Cordes Lessa, Bridget Carroll, Sarah Olsen, and Sony Ryan. And now to our junior classes. Ladies and gentlemen, the East class of 2007 welcomes you to their best of the best ESPN special. We have four-star athletes playing soccer, basketball, tennis, and football, wearing their numbered crowd and hope to bring 2016. Tune into their games now. Class banner carried by Victoria Lux and Cindy Guzman. West Juniors have the spirit. The banner carried by Jess Kovac, Sheena Bradley, Marissa McLennan, and Carolyn Mako, comes with Cherry Hill to hear us roar. The East Junior banner, carried by Justin Green and Adam Dover, displays the culmination of the weather factors, snow and sun, to natural disasters. To fully represent the Weather Channel, the seniors combined blizzards, snow, earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, and more. So put on galoshes and grab umbrellas because the class of 2006 is going to rain on this parade. And the West class of 2006 is short and to the point. You can't cover up their lion pride. The senior lion banner is carried by Kelly Houston, Connie Lane, Jessie Davis, Paula Jonathan, and Emily Lynn. Yesterday, both schools were introduced to their homecoming course, and now they are proud to present them to the community. The visiting East Cougar Corps launches the field from every side of the field. Representing the class of Yesterday, both schools were introduced to their homecoming course. And now they are proud to present them to the community. The visiting East Cougar Court will enter the field from the visitor side of the field. Representing the class of 2009 is Rachel Swarsky, escorted by Ryan Blinken. Rachel is a competitive swimmer as well as a volunteer at her local synagogue. Brett Levine presents Rachel her flowers. The class of 2008 has elected Alex Salzberg as its homecoming representative. Alex is being escorted by Jessica Backford. Alex is a member of the boys soccer team and the basketball team. He is also class representative for the class of 2008. Jesse Herman presents Alex with flowers. Representing the junior class is all-around track star Teresa Katuna. Teresa placed fifth in the state track competition this year and participates in both stages of track, cross-country, and student government activities. Teresa's escort is the entertainer of the junior class, our mascot, Jeff Bennett. Teresa's flowers are presented by Jesse Keller. Steve Dow and his escort, Heather Ling, begin the senior homecoming contingent. Class of 2006 flower presentation should be made by Eugene Coe. Following Steve's footsteps wouldn't be a bad idea. Determined and hardworking, Steve is a member of the Cherry Hill boys cross-country team and its second national final. This future business leader hopes to attend college somewhere warm, such as Stanford, or cold, such as Harvard. Hillary Inver is being escorted by Max Mogul. There's a lot more to Hillary than her big curly hair. Hillary hopes to attend Towson University and major in education. This fun-loving girl enjoys living life to its fullest and tries to make everyone around her smile. Tasha Overton is being escorted by Obi-Wan Jimmy. Aggressive and confident are two words to describe Tasha on the court. This multi-talented girl also enjoys singing, playing the piano, and hanging out with her friends. Tasha hopes one day to attend Rider University or Monmouth College. Loren Shaw is being escorted by Shilpa Bashishta. Karen with determined is volunteer at a local hospital, enjoying playing sports such as basketball, football, and ping pong. Right now, Loren works as a teller at Commerce Bank and hopes to attend Rutgers College of Pharmacy to become a pharmacist. And now, on the home side, West proudly presents its 2006 homecoming court and their escort. Krista Taylor, SGO Vice President, will present each girl with a rose bouquet. The first member of the court is Emily Elstudi. The president of SGO, Emily works in the community service program and participates in the vocal music program. Hoping to attend a college in New York to study occupational therapy, Emily would like to be remembered at West as the high-spirited young woman with a permanent smile on her face who never gave up and who always lent a helping hand. Emily's escort this afternoon is her brother, freshman Omar Elstudi. The second member of the court is Rachel Lee, accompanied by her escort, Jared Samatelli. Rachel, the varsity volleyball captain, also participates in FOK and community service. Her future plans include nursing studies at the Rutgers University. When she graduates in June, she hopes that people remember her as the senior who made everyone laugh. Allison Rolish and her escort, Mike Simpson, now enter the field. Her major involvement includes the varsity swim team, SGO, and the Lions Roar newspaper. She will attend Lehigh University to major in journalism. Her hope is to be remembered at West as a funny girl who wasn't too bad at swimming. The fourth member of the homecoming court is Bianca Wilson, who is accompanied by Chris Angelotti, a cheerleader and member of the African American Culture Club. She has been cast as Erlene in the upcoming West musical, Footloose. Bianca plans to pursue pre-med studies next year at Temple University, and when she graduates, it is her hope to be remembered as a girl who was a friend to everyone and a positive influence on her underclass peers. And now, please welcome West 2005 homecoming queen, Vanessa Pavone. A talented vocalist, Vanessa is the student director of Fermata and a member of chamber singers. In January, she can be seen playing Rusty in West's production of Footloose. She hopes to major next year in what else but vocal performance at the University of Delaware. Vanessa's escort is Michael Stiles. At this time, the class cabinets of both schools would like to recognize their advisors for their encouragement, patience, help, time, and hard work, especially during the time of homecoming preparations these past several weeks. The East Class advisors include Mr. Keith Haynes, Ms. Peggy Beck, Ms. Dina Friedman, Mrs. Susan Nicoloso, Mrs. Katie Kelly, Mr. Greg Gagliardi, Ms. Joanne Long, and Ms. Erica St. James. The West Class advisors are Mr. Sean Rollivan, Ms. Laura Steiner, Ms. Nancy Schmerich, Ms. Deborah Oreo, Ms. Kim Rooney, and Ms. Andrea Devitt.
We're at halftime. The score, the Lions 18, the Cougars 7. Sean, what went wrong for the Cougars in the first half?
Well, Justin, East has obviously got to make a lot of adjustments at half. First two drives, they played excellent. Running the ball, stopping West on defense, but it just seems as if everything's gone wrong since then. The West has run down the field, running over linebackers. The offensive linemen for West have been playing good so far, and the halfback has been given a lot of holes. Right now, the East defense has just got to play better.
You also got to question the play calling. Yoni, since Ty Walker entered the game, West has 18 straight points.
Ty Walker entered the game halfway through the first quarter, and since then, the West Lions have not looked back. They've had scored 18 unanswered points.
Now, Brian, what does West need to do to put this game away?
Well, I have one name to say, Clarone Johnson. He has 12 carries for 122 yards, and he's on pace for over 200. If he keeps running the same way, East will not be able to stop him.
Just a reminder, stay tuned for the second half. Just a wonderful job by both East and West with their homecoming festivities. It was really enjoyable to watch.
Well, a little recap of the first half. Mike Drake has 17 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown, which seems respectable. I mean, it is good stats. But after his touchdown, he's had 7 carries for only 15 yards. Obviously, West has gotten a hand of him and has stopped his run game. Also, Kevin Junta has 7 carries for 45 yards. He's only passed the ball twice, and both are incomplete, while Mo Alkeel has 2 passes, 1 complete to Kevin Junta for 16 yards.
On the West side of the ball, Ty Walker, since coming into the game, is 2 for 5 passing with 26 yards and a touchdown. He also has 1 rush for 10 yards. Calerone Johnson, what can I say about this guy? He has 12 rushes, 122 yards, and 2 TDs. Started exploding after East got their first touchdown, and it's just been remarkable this game.
Well, Justin, you can expect the East Cougars make a lot of changes this third quarter. What do you think they'll do?
Well, first thing they need to do is they need to come out and stop the Lions on the opening drive. Right now, the Lions have all the momentum. They have an 11-point lead, and the Cougars need to cut into it, starting with the opening drive.
I think East also has to change their play selection. It seems like almost every time they gave the ball to Mike Drake, and every time he ran down the middle. They didn't do those triple options, which we've been seeing the past 3 games, which they've all won.
Daniels with a very short and high kickoff. It is caught, and then a big hit at the 35-yard line. That's where the Lions will take over, 1st and 10.
Jamie Williams received that kickoff.
Yeah, a little more on the play calling by John Iannucci. It's very unlike him so far. He usually loves to run the ball with Mike Drake, but gives more carries to Kevin Junta. We haven't seen much of that today.
The receiver on that kickoff definitely didn't expect to get the ball. He forgot to call a fair catch, which you see a lot of times in high school football. Mark Wickware just went up to him and just said, "Sit down."
1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. Backs in the eye. Handoff goes to Johnson. No gain on the play. Wickware with a lot of pressure, and Dan brought him down.
This is why Mark Wickware got 2nd team all-conference. His defense has been remarkable this entire season.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. It's a critical drive for the Cougar defense. Shotgun with 2 backs right next to him. Walker back to throw. He's got plenty of time. He steps up. He's got a huge opening. And he is going to have a 1st down. There was a big pocket for him, and he just stepped up and took off, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, Justin, East has had a lot of trouble when West drops back in the shotgun. They're all downfield for the coverage, and it leaves Walker open for the run.
Due to the shotgun formation, East expected a passing play. Once they didn't hand off the ball, all the linebackers dropped back, including the cornerbacks and safeties dropped back also, allowing Ty Walker to have a wide open run. That was only Ty Walker's 2nd carry today, so he has 2 carries for 20 yards.
The official measurement spots the ball just inches short. 1, 2, maybe even 3 inches short. That's about it. Quarterback sneak. Oh, Walker picks up much more than the inches he needed. He is down at the 45.
That was an unusual play from a quarterback. Usually when they do the sneaks, they put their head down going for and dive to get a few yards. That time he stayed, kept his balance and ran for another 10 yards after breaking a few tackles.
So the Lions have it in Cougar territory at the 46. Once again, Walker in the shotgun. This time he hands off to Johnson. Big gain, he's out. He's around the corner. He might get out of the way. He does. A touchdown for the Lions. Floron Johnson, hold up a second. There is a flag. Back around where the offensive line was. Let's see the flag. Personal foul against the Cougars. That'll obviously be declined. The touchdown is good.
That's just incredible speed by the back right there. He gets to the outside and he runs past all the East defenders. Great play by the halfback.
Floron Johnson is having the best game of his life. He has around 200 yards now. It's only the third quarter, the beginning of the third quarter. And his West Lions are winning.
24-7 Lions. Just a shocking turn of events here.
East right now is not in good shape. You expected them to come out of half with a good defensive plan, not for West to score a touchdown on their first drive.
And the extra point is good. 9:56 to go, third quarter. It's the Lions 25 and the Cougars 7.
This is not what you want to see if you're an East fan. You thought they had a good chance of winning today. They still have a good chance, but they have to come back. And it's a 3-session game.
Justin, you can say this is a very critical drive for the East offense. They absolutely have to get something going here. They have not responded since the first quarter, and West has just dominated.
Absolutely, Sean. The Cougars desperately need to get something going, or this game is just going to be over.
Number 8, Kevin Lamb.
You can say the Cougars aren't playing great football right now, but the West squad certainly is.
Henshaw, who had a booming kick in the first half. This one goes to about the 5. Drake fields it there. Breaks a couple tackles and is finally brought down at the 25-yard line.
It'll set up a 1st and 10 for the Cougars on their own 25.
Let's see what type of play calls Coach Iannucci makes in the second half to see if it's any different from his first half play calls.
Junta on the option. Pitches to Kevin Lamb. Lamb trying to get outside. It's just not there. Number 55, Anthony Kutlarski.
East has called that play about 3 times today, and every time the West linebackers have pursued and made the tackle.
West coach Bernie O'Connor had the team practice real hard this week, knowing it would be a tough game, and it's truly paid off.
2nd and 6. Junta hands off to Drake. Falls forward for a gain of about 3. We'll bring on 3rd down for the Cougars.
In this situation, I'd like to see a play action by the East Cougars and open up the field a little bit. They've been running the ball all game, and Junta only has 2 passes.
2 passes for Junta and 2 passes for the running back. That just tells me that their play calling is not balanced at all. Critical 3rd down. Junta hands off to Drake. He breaks a tackle. He's into the secondary and has a 1st down near midfield. That's a huge 1st down for the Cougars.
Last week against A. Carver Township, the holes on the offensive line were huge. This game, they're without the offensive guard, Khalif King, who is benched for today's game or for this part of the game due to missing the team bus.
First and 10 for the Cougars, ball at midfield. Junta hands off. No, he keeps. Brought down nicely by number 3, Jeremy Morris. Pickup of a couple.
2 yards. Brought down by number 3, Jeremy Morris.
On that last play, I was expecting East to go with the pass, but John Iannucci is very confident in his run game, and he gives the ball to Mike Drake, and Mike Drake makes a great play.
Also, they're into a very stiff wind, so it's going to be very difficult for the Cougars to pass.
2nd and 8 for the Cougars.
The pitch goes to Lamb, gets a nice block by Bates, and picks up a 1st down. Great block there by number 48, Joe Bates.
To the Cherry Hill West 37-yard line, brings up a 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
That was a new play call that we haven't seen much in today's game, but a lot in previous weeks.
Well, good blocking by Joe Bates really opened up the play, and it let Kevin Lamb ruin the run.
Junta on the keep. There is a flag on the play. 2 men in motion. That play is coming back. Just inexcusable this late in the season for that kind of confusion.
That's the 2nd time today that East has committed that penalty. The first time it was a total, it really hurt the Cougars, and on that drive that they lost it, West scored.
Instead of a 1st down at the 20, it's 1st and 15 just outside the 40. Critical penalty. You just cannot have that when you're down 18 points. Junta back to pass. Throws over the middle. I don't know who he was throwing that one to, but it is intercepted by Don McLaughlin at the 22-yard line. There must have been some kind of confusion. Billy Melby was in the area, but the ball was nowhere near him, and it was intercepted. So West takes over with a commanding 25-7 lead. 6 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter.
Not a bad play by the East offensive line. It looked as if Kevin Junta had some time to throw the ball, but it appeared as if he threw the wrong receiver.
Handoff to Johnson, up the middle. He runs hard, breaks a couple tackles, and is finally brought down by Drake and Berger at about the 20, 2nd and 7.
Clarone Johnson is having an amazing game, but he has to thank his offensive line, Nick Shazer, who anchors an inexperienced and lack of depth offensive line.
Clock ticking down to 5:30 in the third quarter. You can expect West to run the ball with the 18-point lead. East defense really needs to step it up here.
Second down and 7. Handoff up the middle to Rafati. Brought down by Bates, Ashfield, and Dan Kim on another stop. No gain, 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 coming up for the Lions.
Everyone likes to have a good offense, but defense wins games. Last week against Egg Harbor Township, East had 4 takeaways. Today's game, they have 0. If you get turnovers, then your team will get psyched and maybe score a touchdown.
3rd and 7. Walker in the shotgun. The snap is a little low. They run a little hitch pattern. Fumbled, but it goes out of bounds. A break there for West as the fumble went out of bounds. Play still results in a 4th down and a punt.
Nice tackle there by Joe Oliver, and good job punching the ball out. It's unfortunate that it did not land on the field for the East Cougars.
Number 45, Tupu Lamalu back in punt formation.
Tupu Lamalu, the Samoan, back to punt. And Kevin Lamb back deep for the Cougars. He bobbled a punt in the first half. Let's see how he does with this one. Gets away a pretty good kick. Lamb from the 35 trying to get to the outside. And he is met nicely by number 1, Tim Alamy, and number 7, Michael Iannetta.
Tim Alemy is only in his sophomore season. You can expect good things from that guy.
Mistakes today have killed this East offense on offense and on defense. West, on the other hand, has not committed any mistakes. They're playing good football.
First and 10 for the Cougars. Junta on the option. Tries to get outside. The pitch to Lamb. And Kevin Lamb all the way down to the 40. Brought down a little late by number 42, Anthony Diamato. No flag on the play, but a gain of 20 and a first down for the Cougars.
A lot of patience there by Kevin Junta. He waited for the play to open up, and at the last minute, he pitched it to Kevin Lamb, who gets a first down.
There was also excellent blocking by number 11, Bill Melody.
Alkiol in motion. Junta on the option. The pitch to Alkiol. To the 35, brought down by number 55, Anthony Kutlarski. Gain of 5 on the play. Second and 5 for the Cougars. Junta on the option. Junta inside the 25, down to the 23. He has enough for a first down for the Cougars.
Gain 11. It's a first down for Jerry Lee.
Just a little note, of the 3 turnovers today by East, West has returned 2 for a touchdown. It is very important for East right now not to make a mistake in the red zone.
And after the play, there was a flag, offsetting personal fouls. So the play will stand. First down for the Cougars.
On this drive, Mike Drake reached the 100-yard mark. He's doing a very good job this second half, but the rest of the team has to play good with him.
Just 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. All of a sudden, the clock is against the Cougars. The pitch to Lamb, to the 20, to the 15, tripped up at about the 13. A good gain on first down.
Kevin Lamb didn't have that well of a first half, but in this second half, especially on this drive, he's getting good runs for a good amount of yards every time.
2nd and 2 for the Cougars. Drake, the lone back, 3 wide receivers. And Drake gets it up the middle. He should have enough for a first down just outside the 10. Again, a late flag comes in. It's personal foul against the Lions. That'll be enforced half the distance to the goal. Just a silly penalty there from West.
That personal foul was on number 37, Matt Maroon, the 6', 190 defensive end in his senior year final game.
East needs a quick touchdown here as the clock is now against them.
They have it at the 5, 1st and goal. Alkiol in motion. Junta keeps. He's at the 2. He's fighting. And he is in. Touchdown, Cougars. And the East faithful have something to cheer about as the Cougars cut the score to 25-13.
It looks like Coach Iannucci signaled for a 2-point conversion coming up. Known on what Cherry Hill West line is injured on the play. It seems like a right ankle injury.
And number 72, Vincent Lombardo, limping off the field, gets a thunderous ovation from the West fans. Cougars down 12. They will go for 2. Most coaches would kick the extra point and go for 2 later, but Iannucci's thinking differently today.
Cougars will be trying for 2.
Junta pitches to Alkiol, and he is in. 2-point conversion is good. And with 1:53 to go in the third quarter, it's the Lions 25, the Cougars 15.
Well, Justin, you just said you were unsure about the 2-point conversion right there, but I agree with John Iannucci on this one. The East Cougars offense was clicking, and I say you go for it now while they're doing well.
It was also a good decision because in this quarter they had the wind going against them, but in next quarter when they switch sides, they'll have the ball with them, which will make it easier for Pat Daniels, who is automatic, to kick a field goal.
Justin, we saw East drive down the field there. What did they do there which resulted in a touchdown?
Well, their offensive line really stepped up their game. They sent West defensive linemen 5 yards back, and it opened up massive holes for the Cougars. And just as Pat Daniels was about to kick off, the ball fell off the tee. So they're going to bring in Alkiol to hold it. Daniels with a high, short kick. Cougars almost caught that thing. That would have been impressive.
Carry the west 39-yard line. There is a flag on the
Flag on the play, kickoff out of bounds.
Not the greatest kick there by Daniels. You were expecting something a little better, but with this win, you never know.
So the Lions will take over at their own 38-yard line. Pretty good field position. Minute 53 to go, third quarter. Cougars down 10. If they get a stop here, they are right back in the football game.
They have to stop Clarone Johnson. At halftime, he had 122 yards, but on the last drive, he had 2 carries for 49 yards and a touchdown. They just cannot allow him to do that.
Handoff to Johnson up the middle. There is nothing there. Brought down by Mike Marini. 2nd and 7 for the Lions.
The inside line for the East Cougars has done well this game. It seems that West makes the big plays when they bring the ball to the outside. The cornerbacks and safeties just have to buckle down and make the tackle.
2nd and 7. Ball on the 41-yard line. Walker, handoff to number 4, Lenny Rafati. Breaks a few tackles, picks up about 4. Third and a critical 4 for the Lions.
The Cherry Hill West has had 28 plays from scrimmage, and 15 of them have been runs by Clarone Johnson. This is mainly due to wide receiver / running back, number 21, Carlisle Phillips, who was all-conference last year, but is out due to a thumb injury.
3rd and 4. Should be the final play of the third quarter, and it's a big one. Handoff to Johnson. He breaks free, and he's wrestled down by Oliver. But a big first down for the Lions as the third quarter comes to an end.
It seems that the East defense has been stopping West on 1st and 2nd down, but on 3rd down, they're allowing Clarone Johnson to burst out with a long carry for a first down.
On that critical 3rd down and 4 for the East Cougars defense, the line just did not do an acceptable job. There were holes everywhere from the back, and you can't expect the linebackers to make the tackle when they're getting blocked.
So 1st and 10 Lions. Ball at the Cougar 39-yard line. Handoff to Rafati up the middle. Brought down finally by Bates and Wicker. Pickup of about a yard on the play. Mike Drake a little slow to get up. They cannot afford to lose him. He has 105 yards in this game. Second and 9. Johnson and Rafati, the backs in the eye, 2 wide receivers. The handoff to Johnson. Again, he's got plenty of running room, blockers in front of him. Good gain on the play. There is a flag down near the original line of scrimmage. Referee signaling that this one is coming back. Holding against the Lions. 10-yard penalty. That's a huge penalty and one that the Cougars desperately needed.
Penalty will bring up a 2nd and 20 for the line.
It's now 2nd and 20 for the Lions, with the ball just inside Cougar territory at the 49. Walker on a delay to Johnson. He is in the clear. Claron Johnson pushed out of bounds by Berger at the 5. A 44-yard gain for Claron Johnson, and the Lions have it 1st and goal at the 5.
That drive, Claron Johnson goes over 2,200 rushing yards for this game.
Outstanding vision there by Claron Johnson. He saw the hole, was patient, and then hit it hard to bring it down the open field.
That's a real backbreaker for the Cougars. After having 2nd and 20, you think maybe they can stop him, but Johnson breaks free for 44 yards. And a score here would really make it tough for the Cougars to come back. Handoff to Johnson. Brought down by the entire Cougar team. 2nd and goal from the 3.
Claron Johnson has just been killing East with his big plays today. He's doing an excellent job finding the holes and getting downfield. He has outstanding speed, and the East core cannot just make the tackles.
.17 to go, 4th quarter. The Lions have it 2nd and goal inside the Cougar 5. Handoff to Johnson, bounces it outside, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown Lions. And they are now up 31-15.
Talk about a playmaker. This kid is averaging 14 yards a carry. He's absolutely tearing up this East defensive squad.
Claron Johnson now has over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns for this game.
Henshaw in to attempt the extra point.
A critical extra point, making a 3-possession game. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 9:54 to go, it's the Lions 32 and the Cougars 15.
Justin, you gotta wonder if East didn't play game plan for this kid. He's an excellent back, and they should have known that. Right now, it's just really killing the East Cougars.
Johnson has single-handedly taken over in this game, and the Lions up by 3 scores with just 9:54 to go.
Claron Johnson has been out for the last couple of weeks, and therefore East could have not possibly seen films on this kid.
A note from the junior class, the concession stand will be closing.
Well, questionable coming into the game. You would think he would have an average performance, but he's done just the opposite. He is playing outstanding.
Josh Henshaw set to kick off for the Lions with number 8 Kevin Lamb back for the Cougars.
Henshaw with just a little squib kick into the wind, fielded by Jim Daisy. He's up across the 40.
Taken by number 32. Takes it up across the 43-yard line. First down.
Down 17 points. This East squad really needs to show some sense of urgency.
For the Cougars.
Fullback dives to Mike Drake just aren't going to cut it here. They need to go vertical with guys like Melby and Neal. Junta back to pass. He's got some time. He's going deep. It is horribly overthrown. Intended for Melby. Dan McLaughlin on the coverage. Junta had time. Had an open man, but overthrew it.
A correction on
Second and 10. Junta up the middle to Drake. Pickup of about 7 to midfield. Third and 3. Clock ticking, 9:23 to go.
Would not be surprised to see Iannucci go with another run here. If they don't get it, I would like to see him go for it on 4th down. It's come to that point.
Definitely 4 down territory for the Cougars. Third and 3. Junta keeps it himself, and he's going to have a first down to about the 45-yard line. First down, Cougars.
46-yard line.
Sean, the Cougars really need to pick up the pace of this offense.
That's right, Justin. They're down 17 points. I would like to see them go with the hurry-up, because if they don't get started soon, this game will be far from over.
Where's the no-huddle offense? Where is the no-huddle offense here? Junta to throw. It is caught to Mo Alkiol inside the 30. That is Kevin Junta's first completion of the game. Clock will stop while they reset the chains. And it's 1st and 10. Inside 8 minutes to go. Junta hands off to Drake. He's going to have enough for a first down. A very late flag comes in.
There is a flag on the play.
It is getting a little chippy out there. The refs are trying to take control. We got a 5-yard face mask
They grasping the face
after the play on the Lions.
East is finally showing some sense of urgency and emotion. They're getting in the huddle and they're getting back to the line real quick.
14-yard line.
1st and 10, ball at the 14. Absolutely near touchdown here. Junta hands off to Drake. This time
Hand
they
off to Drake.
stop him for a short gain.
Goes for 4. Second down and 6.
2nd and 6. 7:20 to go, 4th quarter. Junta up the middle to Drake. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. So with 6:54 to go, 4th quarter, the Cougars have cut into the lead. It's now an 11-point game.
Great running by Mike Drake on that drive. He pretty much led the Cougars down the field and finishes it off with a touchdown.
Number 2, Pat Daniels, set to kick the extra point.
Daniels on for the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Good, solid 6.
With 6:54 to go, it's the Lions 32,
Lions,
the Cougars 21.
the Cougars 22.
Of all things, this drive for the defense on the Jerry Lee's side, they cannot let up a first down by the Lions.
Don't rule out an onside kick. Here they come. It's up in the air. I think the Cougars have it. And they do. The Cougars recover at the West 35-yard line. That is just what they needed. And number 20, Joe Oliver on the recovery. What a huge play for the Cougars. Great kick by Daniels. You always want that big hop, and he definitely got it there.
Wes was definitely caught off guard by that onside kick.
And all of a sudden, the momentum has shifted to the Cougars. Junta back to throw. Throws over the middle. It is tipped by Melleby and almost intercepted. That ball should have been caught by Melleby, and he knows it.
Daniels on that onside kick reminds me of Orlando Mare, the kicker on the Miami Dolphins, who is respectively known as one of the better onside kickers in the NFL.
Can't blame Junta on that last pass, right in the hands of Bill Melleby, but a drop.
Handoff up the middle to Drake.
For Daniel Flood will bring up a 3rd and 6 on the Cherry Hill West 35-yard line.
3rd and 6 for the Cougars. They need 2 scores, a touchdown and a field goal will tie it.
Passing game has been open today, but the East players have just not executed.
3rd and 6 as we approach 6 minutes to go in this game. Junta on the option, the pitch to Alkiol. Alkiol has a first down and more. Finally brought out of bounds at the Lion 20-yard line. Huge first down for the Cougars.
Nice block there by Mike Drake on the outside to leave room for Mo Alkiol to run.
And good hard running there from Alkiol. First down. .57 to go. Lamb in motion. Junta on the keep. And a missed block there from the line. Otherwise, that play would have been wide open. Gain of about 1.
Kevin Lamb was out in front for the block, but the line just did not do a good job there. They need to pick up their blocks.
The clock is still ticking.
And the wind has really picked up, as you can hear our booth shaking. Junta, pitch to Lamb. Lamb is brought down beautifully again by Anthony Kutlarski.
By number 42, Anthony D'Amato. Brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Cougars.
3rd and 6. If the Cougars get stopped here, it'll be about a 37-yard field goal for Daniels with the wind.
West fans are calling for a stop.
They are as loud as ever. 3rd and 6. Junta on the option. The pitch to Alkiol. Cuts it back. Oh, what a great run by Mo Alkiol. And a first and goal for the Cougars. He was stopped in the backfield by Kotlarski again, but he broke a tackle, cut it back, and picked up the first down.
Just a great play there by Alkio. He kept his legs moving and eluded the West tacklers and picked up the first down.
First and goal, Cougars.
Got their hands off up the middle.
Handoff to Drake up the middle. Not much there.
7-yard line.
Brought down at the 7-yard line. Second and goal.
A play-action play here by Cherry Hill East would work. East needs to do the play action and give it to the big tight ends or Kevin Lamb in the end zone.
Two tight ends for the Cougars. Lamb goes in motion. Junta pitches it out to Lamb. He is tripped up by the punter, Tupu Lamalu. And this right here, folks, is probably the biggest play of the game. Third and goal. Third and goal. Handoff up the middle to Drake. He didn't get it. He's about 2 yards short. And you absolutely need to kick the field goal here. But Iannucci is not going to do that. He's going to keep the offense on the field.
Iannucci is again going with his unique play calling ability for this game.
So here we go. This is the game.
Fourth and goal at the 2. Junta on the option. He's in. Touchdown, Cougars. Kevin Junta. Iannucci took a gamble and it certainly paid off.
Wow, when you saw that play from up here, it looked like it was over. I thought they gave the ball to Mike Drake, but Kevin Junta took it himself and ran in for the touchdown. Good job by the East squad to fool all the West defenders.
A huge extra point here. This will make it a 3-point game. What a comeback from the Cougars. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. So, ladies and gentlemen, with 2:12 to go in this game, it's the Lions 32, the Cougars 29. Don't go anywhere.
We have a stoppage in play. Sean, Justin, and Yodi and I would like to thank everyone for coming out to today's game. Estimated crowd 4,500.
Onside kick is recovered by number 40, Mike Maloney, for the Lions, and they'll take over at midfield.
Just a little too much on that one by Pat Daniels, but good hands on the other side by West.
East needs to stop, but the Lions have again shown throughout this game that they are capable of big plays.
Expect a heavy dose of Colron Johnson. He's been their man all game. No surprise, he gets the carry. Brought down by Dan Kim. And quickly a timeout for the Cougars. Very important, they have the win with them.
You can't really see it, but Coach Iannucci is hot. He's yelling, he's barking, he's really hot. That walk, that stare, oh, shaking in his boots.
After that short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Lions. Ball on their own 46. Play action. A little bit of a surprise here. Walker with nowhere to go. He is dragged out of bounds by number 48, Joe Bates.
Carries up to the 50 for a gain of 3 and timeout for the Cougars.
Walker was a bit slow to get up. He seems to be pointing to his shoulder.
That was their 2nd timeout.
West coach is trying to help organize his players into a critical drive.
If the Cougars stop West here, they should get the ball back with 1:40 to go.
This is huge play here. 3rd down and 7. Ball at midfield. 1:50 to go. The Cougars still have 1 timeout. The pitch to Johnson. He is tripped up for a huge loss.
He loses 3 yards.
He just simply lost his footing.
Last timeout called by the Cougars.
Final timeout called by the Cougars.
45 left in the ballgame.
This is a huge punt here for West. All game, they haven't been punting well, and now they're punting against the wind.
An ideal time for an East block. Phil Johnson has 21 carries for 243 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, and another one on a receiving by Ty Walker.
The West long snapper, number 43, Joe Bush, did look a little shaky in warm-ups. A bad snap here would just be a critical mistake.
Back to receive 40.
And they are coming for the block. They're rushing 10 guys. Snap is good. Kick is away. It goes nowhere. And it is down at the 40-yard line.
Mike eyeing now. The Cougars will start 1st and 10 from their own 40.
So here's the situation. The Cougars are down 3 points, 1:36, no timeouts. They're at the 40-yard line, and they do have the wind. West was up 32-15 just 9 minutes ago, and the Cougars have fought back with 2 quick touchdowns.
Against the wind, Matt Davis was kicking a 45-yard field goal.
He's rolling around the end. Tripped up and out of bounds for a 3-yard gain.
Junta on the quarterback keep, tries to get to the outside, but can't.
3-yard line.
Melody with a hook pattern on the right was open, but I guess Junta just didn't see him.
Either that or he lost confidence in his senior wide receiver after his drop on the previous drive.
He should be looking to go out of bounds on most plays at this point to keep the clock from going.
2nd and 7, Junta to throw. He's going for Neal. That ball is horribly underthrown once again. Neal was open, and Junta just could not reach him. He ran a little pump, fake, and go, and he was open. Kevin Junta just 1 for 7 in this game, really struggling.
The pressure is really on this junior quarterback right now. He needs to make a play.
3rd down and 7. Junta to throw. It is incomplete, intended for Melleby, who slipped on the play. So this is it, 4th down and 7 from the 43.
Just another poor pass by Junta. He tried to wing it in there off his back foot and just didn't get enough on it.
The West players now riling with fans.
4th and 7. This is the ball game, folks. Junta back to throw. Throws and it is incomplete. West will take over with 1:10 to go. This game is all but over.
Junta rolled to the outside of the field, but there were no receivers in the area. He had only Mike Neal to pass to, who was surrounded by 3 West players.
A lot of contact on the play, but no call. 1st and 10 Lions.
Well, Justin, as well as this Cougar squad has played in the second half, you just really got to say that the first half, they dug themselves into a huge hole.
It was a hell of an effort in the second half, but unfortunately it's going to come up just short if you're a Cougar fan. And the party here at West has started a little bit early. Fans are really excited as they look to take the boot back from East.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for both teams on a fantastic Thanksgiving Day game.
Just a well-played football game. 32-29, minute 10 to go. A couple knees for West, and that should do it.
Ty Walker takes knee. The clock continues to run.
Well, just a good effort by the Cougars in this second half, but just too little, too late.
But the Lions leading by 3.
One more snap from Walker, and this ball game is over as the East fans begin piling out, trying to beat the traffic.
It was a great run by the Cougars, winning their previous 3 games, but they come up short in this one, still playing a pretty good game.
Farrell takes a knee once again. We'll bring up 3rd down.
And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. The celebration begins for West as they win the football game 32-29. We will be right back with the postgame show.
On behalf of everyone in the box, have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for your attention today.
Once again, your final score here on Thanksgiving Day, the West Lions 32 and the Cougars 29. Brian, Claron Johnson was just unstoppable for the Lions on this game.
He was untouchable. 21 carries, 243 yards, 4 touchdowns, plus 1 catch, 11 yards, and a touchdown. Those are remarkable numbers. It was his senior year final game. What a way to end his senior year, his last year of high school.
Yoni, Ty Walker came in and really did a wonderful job at quarterback.
Yeah, Ty Walker came in halfway through the first quarter, and since then the West Lions did not look back. The momentum switched to their side. They seemed to rally behind their general of him being at quarterback. They just started rolling, and East could not respond.
Now, Sean, the Cougars made a valiant effort but came up just short.
Yeah, that's right, Justin. Just turnovers killed them. East had 3 turnovers during the game, 2 of 3 which were taken back for touchdowns by West. Turnovers killed East, and while West played smart football.
Once again, everyone, happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you next year.